And, Joe, I'll be really curious what kind of shape this team deploys. It's listed as a 3-4-3. I do 3-4-3 on screen. That's where normally you can copy and paste for this team. They've said this is going to be more of a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2 for them. Niall McCabe is the one that's a little bit of a headliner for us, Joe. He's getting his first start of the season for Louisville City. He's been a part of this team in all 11 of their campaigns at the USL Championship level. The 34-year-old midfielder may be trying to bring some experience to a side that needs to generate more goals.
The man in charge is J.C. Griggs. He was here last year on August 24th when Hartford rallied for a 2-1 win and doled out red cards to Lou City's Adrien, Perez, and head coach Danny Cruz. Ready to kick things off here on a beautiful night. Maybe some rain in the forecast around 9 o'clock, so it would behoove these sides to play swiftly. And there's knocked away by Goodrum. So we see a little bit change of tactics from Lou City, not pressing up front as much, concentrating more on that second pass, and good aggressive play that time by Ordonez. Now a run for Lou City. Played off, sent it to the middle. Here's a shot, and Siaha comes off his line to avoid danger.
And looking for a quick counter.
Here's Dieng.
Perez.
Second of the year.
Yeah, studs up, reaching his legs in. That's always going to be a foul, and when you've already drawn a whistle a few times, that's how you get a yellow card through half an hour. Now, Lou City, we know that Danny Cruz is not afraid to make sweeping changes. That's one he's probably going to tuck away. He does have a number of very strong midfield options on his bench.
Siaha puts a foot into it. Into the box. Here's a shot, and a save made by Damian Las. First shot of the game for Hartford.
Obalola, that was all sprung from a Tim Howard throw that traveled a good 55 yards in the air.
So Cariaga plays in the middle to Marley Hairston. Played back in the midfield to Joe Farrell. No score. Approaching 40 minutes of the first half. Makangila tried to split two defenders and has it taken off his boot. Here's a counter. Manny Perez plays it into the box. Clear in front. Shot and a goal. It is Phillip Goodrum. His fourth career goal against Hartford. That was made by the quick trigger up the field, and it's 1-0, Lou City.
And the 50th goal of his USL Championship career, and it was on a counterattack. Adrien and Manny Perez linking up and then putting it in a very dangerous position. Goodrum, all he does is have to redirect it on frame. Nothing Antony Siaha can do, and that's the danger of this Lou City squad. Now Hartford needs to maintain their composure because Lou City, they get punches in bunches. It's taken them a while to break gridlocks. I think the no call there would have been more appropriate than a yellow card for simulation. Because to your point, there was contact. Though Obalola, I think his intent was to try and draw a penalty.
Lambert from 21 yards just sends it over the crossbar. Brendan Burke barking at Andrew Parada. Throws it towards the box, headed away, and that'll do it. So we have reached halftime here at Trinity Health Stadium. And Manny Perez, now McCabe, getting his first start of the year in the midfield as well. Nobody there, taken away. And that'll be a yellow.
That was a veteran foul from Obalola, except for the fact that he's already on a yellow, so now he's sent off and Hartford are down to 10 men. A young man, TJ Prestis, who had a great shift, but if you're going to get an equalizer, this is a type of substitution you have to make. Kyle Edwards, a trio of goals last season for Hartford. 12 of his 16 appearances came off the bench, so he's
Dieng controls the first and second headers.
Well won.
Into the box. Played for Dieng on the run. A shot just wide. Momo Dieng with the best opportunity of the night for Athletic. Almost with the equalizer, but he sailed it wide to the near post.
The experience of Kyle Edwards to just know where to head that ball and let Dieng run underneath it. He's encouraged. He's prompting the crowd to stay loud. I know he's going to be sick to his stomach when he sees that replay because he had the whole far side of the goal for a shock equalizer there.
And that was the type of play in the second half of last year that Momo was converting into goals.
Again, 11 goals in the last 18 matches last season.
Dayhill Dome is the place to play. Open to all ages and abilities. Rent the facility to run your own league or register for one of theirs. Either way, they welcome everyone to experience the best sports facility in the region. Visit dayhilldome.com to learn more.
Off his foot, Joe. I thought that was going to the back of the net.
Here's McCabe on the counter. Sends it across the header, and it goes just wide.
Siaha caught between two minds there. He was very quick to come off his line, and then 90% of the way there hit the brakes, left his goal completely unattended.
He'll try to throw this one deep into the box, where Hartford searching for the equalizer. Never gets to Farrell.
Right back to Anderson.
Now the chip into the goal, punched out by Las. Kept in the far side. Hartford pressing the attack, intended for Dieng. Just kicked out of bounds out of the suite, so it's another corner for Hartford.
Tell you, Hartford's making Lou City sweat more than I thought they would when they went a man down.
This time it'll be Anderson from the near side. Crowd trying to urge Athletic on. Trailing 1-0 in the 88th minute.
And Joe Farrell's a lead blocker of sorts for Momo Dieng.
Outswinger, header, goal! We are all even at 1. Off the set piece in the 88th minute.
Kyle Edwards has been magnificent since he subbed on. If there was an equalizer to be found, I know Momo Dieng had been the target man and putting in a lot of high effort, but Kyle Edwards changed the complexion of this Hartford attack and climbs a ladder, just puts the ball right back from where it comes from.
And we have reached full time. So Hartford